Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for joining again to practice today. If there's any support you'd like to grab, go ahead and grab it. As always, it's an honor to practice with you. So let's go ahead and find ourselves in our most comfortable seated position when you're ready. We're going to do some nice little movement today, so just be mentally prepared. Once you're there, allow yourself to close the eyes. As you close the eyes, just sit up nice and tall, allowing the crown of the head to reach up, the tailbone to anchor down. Invite yourself to begin to deepen that breath and just bring yourself into this present. Whatever you woke up with, whatever you've harbored through the day, just kind of release that in this moment. Being with simply what is in this moment. And as we begin to deepen that breath, let's take a steady inhale together. Sigh it out. Inhale again. And sigh it out. Do that one more time. Beautifully done. Bring our palms together to heart center. Bow the chin to the chest if and only if it resonates. Let's initiate our practice with one deep collective Om as we inhale. Om. Releasing those palms down. Let's make our way down onto the back. Once you've made your way down onto the back, bring the knees in towards the chest and just let yourself rock side to side here a few moments. Once you're there, allow yourself to lift the legs, knees bent 90 degrees, knees above the hips. Press through those feet like there was a wall behind you. Go ahead and reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Fingertips pointing up, palms face one another. Keep your shoulders plugged in towards the body. Engage the core, begin to pull it in towards the spine, nice and strong, like you're zipping it up. Good, take a steady breath in now. Let the breath go. Inhale, take the left arm and the right leg and straighten them out, hovering above the ground. Pelvis stays level, core stays pulled in and engaged. Try not to stick it out. Exhale, bring them back to center. Inhale, left leg, right arm. And try not to twist in the pelvis. Exhale, bring it back to center. Good. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhaling, back to center. Inhaling, left leg, right arm. Exhale, back to center. Continuing, opposite arm, opposite leg. Just allowing the body to begin to awaken those deep transverse abdominis muscles. Those transverse abdominis muscles help us with our stabilizing, our stability throughout the body. And as we continue with this movement, observe, right? Always observe. What am I feeling? What's beginning to arise, both physically as well as mentally. As you continue the movement, you notice there's more warmth, there's more effort to be had and created. Does the mind begin to try to distract you by checking out or perhaps even complaining? Can you breathe stronger and deeper? Let's take final one, both sides. Coming back to center, so you look like a little dead bug here. When you're ready, breathe it in. Both arms and legs will lengthen out. Keep the low back flat against the ground. Exhale, hug it all back into center, knee towards the nose, or knees towards the nose. Breathe in, lengthen the limbs out. Exhale, bring it all back to center. Inhaling again, arms and legs reach out as much as you can. Exhale, bring it back to center. Final round. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. Release the soles of the feet to the ground. Reach the arms out to a T, bending those elbows 90 degrees. Good. Slowly here, let the knees drop down to the right. And let's continue with this windshield wiper movement as the knees move over to the left. Let yourself move with breath. Continuing one more round on both sides. Beautiful. Coming back to center, tiptoe the feet to be hip width apart. Arms reach out behind you. Palms face each other. Engage that core again as we inhale. Exhale, bring the arms down by the sides. Lift your hips up into your bridge pose. Pausing here. Palms can be flat on the ground or interlace the fingers together beneath the body. Shoulder blades together. Be sure that you're pressing up as you press down into the heels. So you're engaging the glutes and the hamstrings and the core here. Chin away from the chest. Two more breaths. Slowly exhale, release all the way down. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Cross the ankles, either come off to one side and rise to seated, or rock and roll yourself back up. Cross the ankles, plant the palms forward in front of you. You can step or try to be playful and see if you can hop yourself back to that tabletop position. Shoulders above the wrists. Hips above the knees here. Spread your fingers gently. Let's come into those cat-cows. Breathe in, soften the belly, lift the gaze. Lead the movement with the tailbone, rounding the spine, chin to chest, like a ripple effect through the vertebra. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Slowly take those final 2 rounds of movement with your breath. Beautiful. Coming back to center now. Step your palms with subtle handprint in front, shifting the body forward so the shoulders are above the wrists once again. Elbows hug in, the chest reaches forward. Begin to gently lower the chest towards the ground as we awaken the upper body. Exhale, press it up, and let's take it straight back to our child's pose, Balasana, taking the hips back to the heels. One long breath in, will rise back up, shifting forward. Go ahead and bring the chest back towards the ground. Exhale, pressing it up, taking it back again, child's pose, Balasana. Breathe in, we'll rise up, elbows hug in, chest reaches forward as we lower down. Exhale, press it up, take it back, Balasana. Final round, deep breath in, shifting forward, chest towards the ground, press it up, and take it back. Balasana. Pausing one full breath in and out. Shifting forward now, bringing the entirety of the body down onto the ground. Palms come beneath the shoulders or just slightly behind. Elbows hug in, framing the body. Bring the forehead to the ground to begin. As you press down through the pubic bone, all 10 toenails, including the pinky toenail, is pressing into the floor. So those inner thighs are spinning up. Engage your legs. Engage the glutes. Good. Engage the arms and shoulders without scrunching up by the ears, as well as the core. Slowly begin to lift only the gaze off the ground so the face and chin are parallel to the earth. Be sure there's no strain in the neck. As you exhale, press into the palms. Use the strength of the core in the back to lift the chest off the ground gently. Low ribs remain on the ground. Where is that breath here? As you continue here, see if you can lift the palms off the ground. Let them hover. Good. Slowly lower down. Deep breath in. This time straighten the arms down by the sides. Relax completely. Let everything just flop away and soften. Deep breath in and out. Step by step, begin to re-engage through the body, the toenails, the legs, the core, the pelvic bone. Deep breath in. As we exhale now, lifting the chest off the ground and the arms only. Arms reach back behind us. Core is strong. Legs are on the ground, but they're engaged. Feel the breath. One more breath. Lower the top half of the body down. Keep the engagement through the body as you exhale, lifting just the legs off the ground. Inner thighs spinning up. Deep breath in and out. Keep actively pressing the pubic bone down towards the ground, breathing in and out. Keep the engagement. Slowly lower the legs. We'll breathe in now, the entire body, except for the torso, of course, lifts up off the ground. We breathe. Remember, face and chin are parallel to the earth. Back of the neck is long and happy. One more full breath. And exhale, lower all the way down. Press the palms beneath the shoulders. Deep inhale. Exhale, press yourself up. Slowly shift it back to your child's pose. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And release all the way down. Long, steady breath. Excellent. Press firmly into your palms. Begin to tuck your toes. Pressing the chest back, arms engage. Inhale. Exhale, rise up to your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep those palms shoulder width apart, fingers gently spread. Press that chest back. Feet and legs are hip width apart, and just find some movement here. Pedal through the heels, bend one knee and then the other. My personal favorite is to take my hips and sway them side to side. Good. Finding stillness now. Steady breath in. Steady breath out. Inhale, gaze forward between the hands. And exhale, one baby footprint at a time, engaging again those transverse abdominis muscles. Walk it up to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Beautiful. Once you're here, interlace those hands together behind the back. Press the arms away from the body. Always remember, you could utilize a strap here, a shirt, a scarf, or belt. Let gravity be your friend. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. And slowly releasing those arms down, let them float towards the ground. Engage that core, straighten the legs, breathe in, let's lift up halfway. The chest reaches forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway. And exhale, fold forward. One more time, breathe in, lift up halfway, pausing. Engaged and strong. Good, arms reach out to a T. Deep breath in, rise up all the way. Exhaling, bringing it all back to heart center. Deep breath in and out. Breathe in, arms reach up. As you exhale, lead with that chest and fold forward. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway once again. Exhale, fingertips to the ground. Take that right leg, lift it up, step it straight back behind you, toes to the ground, knee lifted. Good. Be sure that your left knee is above the ankle, chest reaches forward. Find any support or props beneath the hands that you might need. Pausing here, steady breath. High runner's lunge. Spine is long. Be sure you're not hunched. If you are hunched, that's your telltale sign that you need support beneath those hands to create legs in that spine. Good. One more full breath. Press firmly down into that right palm. Keep that length of spine. Exhale, extend that left arm up towards the sky. Find your twist. Shoulder blades come together behind you. Keep that left knee slightly hugging inward. Back leg strong. One more breath. And slowly exhale, release it down. Chest stays lifting. Begin to bring the arms straight out in front of you. Good. We're going to press firmly down into the left foot as we slowly take that right leg, lift it off the ground, keep it lifted. Left leg is strong. Left toes stay pointing forward. Feel into the breath. Slowly bend that left knee, release the right toes down behind you as we rise up, high crescent lunge. Good. Feeling the softness through the shoulders, softness through the jaw and the tongue. Begin to bring those hands to heart center now. Chest stays lifted. Begin to lean forward, keeping the hips and pelvis level. Take the outside of that right elbow now. Bring it to the outside of the left thigh, deepening our twists here. That left hip slightly stays pressing back so we're level in the sacrum. Deep breath. Good. I know that front leg is starting to scream here. Take awareness to the back leg. Keep the length of spine in your twist. As you exhale, take that left leg, step it forward to meet the right. We're in a twisted chair. Good. Take your time. Knees are parallel. And then slowly unravel that twist. Arms reach up. Breathe in. Straighten up all the way. Moment of gratitude. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. If you need to shake that out a moment, go ahead and shake that out. Give a little thanks to that left leg. That was a lot. When you're ready, breathe in, arms reach up. Exhale, leading with that chest. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, palms to the ground. Take that left leg, step it straight back behind you. Just like we did on the opposite side, begin to find that high runner's lunge. Knee above the ankle, back leg strong and active. Chest reaches forward. We breathe. We connect with that steady flow of the Ujjayi breath, that gentle constriction in the back of the throat. With every exhale, the breath is always the absolute base of our practice. And slowly press into that left palm or your prop. Exhale with control. Extend that right arm. up towards the sky. Find that twist. Hear my little voice from the back of your head, so I'm not a broken record. Connect with your foundation. Connect with your breath. Slowly now release that down. Chest stays reaching forward. Reach those arms straight out in front of you. Hovering above that thigh, press into the right heel. Utilize support around you, chair, wall, couch if you need to. Exhale, lift that left leg off the ground. Good. Keep those hips level, core strong. Deep breath. Right leg is alive and active. Glutes, left leg, everything alive. Slowly begin to bend that right knee, releasing the left toes down to the ground. Breathe in, rise up. High crescent lunge, Uttanasana. Good. I'll come a little angled here for you. Begin to gently bring those hands to heart center. Chest stays open. Left, the outside of the left elbow comes to the outside of that right thigh now. Keeping that chest open, spine long. Make sure that right hip is gently plugged in, pressing back, very subtle. Strong breath. Take awareness to that left leg. As you exhale, use the core and strength of legs. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Keep the knees bent, sinking the hips down in your twisted chair. And then slowly breathe in, unravel that spine and straighten it up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take one full deep breath in here. And let it go. Breathe in, let's come into that chair pose, Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, we lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, plant the palms to the ground, step it back, high plank. Good. We'll pause here in this plank a moment, shoulders above the wrists, core, legs, everything strong. As you exhale, knees up or down, elbows hug in. Let's lower through that chaturanga. Breathe in. Let's all take our Cobra here. Low Cobra, low ribs on the ground. Lift that chest. Pause here again. Good. Keeping the chest lifted. Pubic bone pressing into the ground. Can we lift the leg? Lower the legs. Engage the core. Exhale, press it up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Deep breath in, gaze forward between the hands. Exhale, walk those feet up to your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, arms reach up, chair pose, straighten it up. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to play with the rhythm of the heart now as we quicken the movement for a few rounds here. Full Sun Salutations with Warrior One. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, palms to the ground, step it back, high plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower through that chaturanga, your version, knees up or down. Inhale into that Cobra or lift up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Extend that right leg up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale with the strength of the core. Step the right foot forward between the hands. Left foot steps up a little bit so the toes point out. Heel is down. Breathe in. Arms reach up. Hips are level, squaring towards the front of the mat. Warrior One. Take your time. We'll take a full deep breath in here. And then exhale, we'll bring it down to the ground. Step it back, high plank. Lower down again through chaturanga. Follow the rhythm of your breath. It's okay if you're slightly behind or below my cues. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Left leg will rise upwards. Use the strength of the core. Step it forward between the hands. Manually adjust. Back foot steps up slightly. Toes are out. Heel is touching the ground. Inhale. Arms reach up. Warrior one. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring it down to the ground. Step it back. High plank. Find foundation. Exhale. Lower through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or your cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Pausing in this downward facing dog, chest pressing back for those thighs. Either stay here or lower the knees down to child's pose for 3 more breaths. When you're ready, breathe in, gaze forward between the hands. Exhale, you may walk, jump, or step it forward to the front of your mat at forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees, sink those hips, find that chair pose again, Uttanasana. Breathe in, rise up all the way. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Return that energy and awareness back to heart center. Arms come down by the sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Deep breath in. Let the breath go. We'll do a full round of that one more time. Inhale, Uttanasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, palms to the ground, step it back, high plank, deep breath in. Exhale, lower chaturanga dandasana. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Step it forward in between the hands. Take your time. Back foot gently steps up. Chest lift. Deep breath in. Warrior one. We rise with control of body and breath. One full breath here. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, release it down to the ground. Step it back, high plank. Journey through that movement, that vinyasa. Following the rhythm of your breath. Once in downward facing dog, breathe in, left leg will rise. Step it forward between the hands. Back foot steps up slightly for warrior one. Hips are level. We rise up. Virabhadrasana A. Full breath in. Exhale, release it down to the ground. Step it back again, high plank. Find that vinyasa, knees up or down. Remember your options. And at any moment, you can skip a vinyasa and lower the knees into child's pose or rest in your downward facing dog. Once you've arrived to downward facing dog, once again, 5 full breaths here or in your child's pose. Entirely up to you and what you need in your practice today. Final full breath. Gaze forward between the hands. Exhale, walk, jump, or step it forward to your forward fold at the front of the mat. Breathe in, we lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend those knees, sink those hips, find your chair pose once again. Utkatasana. Good. Pausing here. We're going to take that right leg, gently step it out to the right, and bring it back. Take the left leg, we'll step it out to the left, and bring it back. Then the right, bring it back, then the left. Bring it back and pause. full breath. And straightening up all the way, inhale. Exhale once again, Namaste. Bring it back to heart center. Releasing down to your Uttanasana, mountain pose, full breath in. Full breath out. Beautifully done. At the front of your mat, go ahead and take your left foot, step it straight back behind you. We'll open it up into warrior two. Front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Good bend in that front knee, knee presses open slightly. Extend those arms out, shoulder blades together, gazing at that front middle finger. Good. Let's find a little movement here, releasing our rigidity, just moving forward and back. Nice and flowy from the wrist through the spine, through the hips, the arms, maybe even the head and the neck. If we're usually a lot more rigid through our days, this might feel strange or awkward. You might feel tight. It's okay. That's why we do it. And then slowly coming back to center. Feeling that steadiness. A steadiness that moves through the body when you're still. That steadiness of the rhythm of breath. Begin to take that right forearm, bring it down onto your side. Don't collapse into the shoulder. Stay active, and that right hand is alive, like there's the most valuable possession in that palm. Left arm reaches past the ear. It's all about creating lines through the body. Feel the breath. Good. Take that right arm now, reach it straight out in front of you. Begin to straighten that right leg. Quads are strong. Ground firmly into the feet. Release the right hand down to the inside of the right leg. Extend that left arm upwards now. We're in our triangle pose, Uttanasana. Make sure there's no strain in the neck. So the gaze is down, forward, or up. Whatever feels natural. With control now, bend back into that front knee, rise up warrior two. Good. We're going to take that right hand, release it down to the outside, diagonally in front of that right pinky toe. Left hand to our left hip. Good. We can stay here if this is already plenty of effort for us to the inner leg. Engage that back leg, playing with our balance here. Can we lean forward, pressing into that right foot, lifting the left leg off the ground? Once we're there, we gently pivot the hips open, stacking that left hip on top of the right. Good. Letting those left toes point forward, finding our half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. We may be falling out, wiggling and wobbling. It's excellent to go up against a wall here and really just utilize that support. Final breath in. Begin to bend into that right knee. Make sure the right knee and toes are pointing forward in the same direction. Release that left leg down into that warrior two. Beautifully done. Deep breath in. And exhale, windmill the hands down to the ground. Lifting that left heel off the ground. Take that right leg straight up and back to a downward facing dog. Right leg is up towards the sky. Take one circle with the right hip in one direction. And then in the opposite. Keeping it lifted now. Shift the body forward. One-legged high plank. Roll into the outer edge of that left foot. Straighten the right leg out, keeping it lifted. Or plant the right foot down behind you as we rise up into side plank. So it can be supported with the right foot behind you. Or you can take a little extra challenge and keep the right leg lifted parallel to the ground. Hips pressing up. Make sure you've got a baby bend in that left elbow. Final breath. Exhale, release the right palm down, high plank. You can take a vinyasa or lower the knees down and find your child's pose. Two more breaths wherever you are. Press into those palms, tuck the toes, lifting those hips up, downward facing dog. Good. As we exhale, come back to that front of the mat into your forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, put a deep bend in the knees, round your spine and roll it up one vertebra at a time. Arms reach out and up. And exhaling, hands come down to heart center. Beautiful. Pausing into Tadasana, full breath cycle. When you're ready, take that right foot, step it straight back behind you, and we'll open ourselves up for Warrior Two on this side. Virabhadrasana B. Create your foundation, that proper alignment. Left knee slightly presses open. Good. Once you're there, open up the arms, gazing at that front middle finger. Take a moment to observe. And then create that little movement we played with on the opposite side. What can we do that helps us relieve the rigidity that we get stuck on through the day? Whether we sit all day, whether we give commands to children or employees, whatever it is that we do, heavy lifting, etc. Coming back to center and stillness. Feeling that breath move through the body. Slowly bring that left forearm down to the side. Good. Bring that right arm past the ear. Beautiful. Remember that activation through the arm. Legs still alive. Take that left arm now, reach it straight out in front of you. Legs are strong as we straighten that left leg. Begin to release the left hand down to the inside of that left leg as the right arm reaches up. Shoulder blades together. You feel the chest spin open here. Everything is strong and long. Steady breath. Full Ujjayi breath. Good. Slowly now breathe in, rise back up, bending back into that knee for Warrior Two. We're going to prepare to come into that Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So lean forward as we release the left fingertips diagonally in front of the pinky toe. Right hand to the right hip. Notice first and foremost the engagement through the body. Once you're there, as you exhale, lift that right leg off the ground. Once stability has come in, open up those hips. Right toes point forward. And just allow that heel to be in line with the right hip. Right arm reaches up. Full breath. I'm just going to take a few steps back here so that I'm in full frame for you. When you're ready, begin to gently bend into that left knee. Release that back foot down, rise up into that Warrior Two. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, windmill those hands down towards the ground. Good. Back knee lift. Beautiful. Press into the palms. Take that left leg up towards the sky. One-legged downward facing dog. Shift the body forward into one-legged plank. From here, Roll to the outer edge of the right foot, press into the right palm. Left arm reaches up, left leg stays lifted, or step it behind you, like a little kickstand. Keep those hips pressing up. Press into the pads of the fingertips. Keep the weight out of the wrist. Strong breath, final one. Release that left palm down, come back to that high plank, optional vinyasa, or lower down to your child's pose. If you take that vinyasa, remember not to rush the breath. And together we'll all meet in our child's pose, no matter where we are after that. 3 long breaths. Good. When you're ready, keep your forearms on the ground. You're going to have your elbows and forearms be shoulder width apart, perfectly parallel to one another. Palms are flat on the ground. Fingertips gently spread. Rise up onto those forearms as you walk the knees back behind you. Shoulders roll up, back, and down so we don't sink into the shoulders here. Core becomes engaged. Begin to take your hips, lift them off the ground like we're coming into downward facing dog, and then tiptoe the feet closer in towards the body slightly. Take your chest once you're there. Keep pressing it back towards your thighs. Make sure your elbows are creating an active motion of hugging inward so they stay parallel and they don't begin to splay outward. Relax the head and neck. Now take your feet, step them directly next to each other, right in the center behind you. Engage that core. Take that right leg, reach it up towards the sky. See if you can lift up high onto the tippy toes of that left foot, and then lower the left foot down, lower the right leg down. Good. Left leg begins to rise up now. Lift up high onto the tippy toes of the right foot. Lower the tippy toes down, lower that left leg down. Beautiful. Release the knees down. Lower back into child's pose and take it passive this time with the arms coming down by the side. One more breath in. Let that go. Beautifully done. Pressing into your palms. Lifting the chest. Step the right foot forward. Walk it out towards that right edge of your mat. Bring both hands to the inside of that leg. Your right toes are going to point out slightly so that your right knee has some room to press open gently. I'll come angled here. Okay. Both hands to the inside. You can have a pillow or blocks beneath them. Chest is open. Keep that bottom knee down. A lot of times if we want to work with strength, we'll keep it lifted, but we're just going to release the psoas here. As we breathe in, let yourself stay here. If the space is there without sinking into the ligaments of the hips here, you can instead release down onto the forearms. Remember, at any moment to not force a thing will completely defeat the purpose of everything that you do. And wherever you are, press back into the palms in case you came onto the forearms. Keep that left shoulder above the left wrist. Press into the left palm. Take that right hand to the right thigh. We can stay right here as you take a baby twist over to the right. If you want to give a little quad stretch here, bending that left knee, lifting the foot off the ground. Perhaps we even reach back. We could stay there. Or maybe we even use a strap or reach for that left foot. If you hug it in, Make sure the heel is being hugged in towards the outer side of the left glute. Keep your knee safe. Steady breath. And release that out. Take that right leg, step it straight back behind you, keep it lifted. Just take 3 little taps with the right toes to the ground. 2 and 3, and release the right knee down. We're going to come straight into the opposite side, just releasing. Taking that left foot forward to the outer edge, left outer edge of the mat. Both hands inside of that foot. This is called our lizard pose, just a fun FYI. Left toes point out slightly. Left knee opens just a little bit, just a little bit. Chest is lifted. As always, that core is still engaged and we're still alive through the glutes. So again, we're not sinking into the hips, the ligaments, even if we feel that we're flexible enough and can do that. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Stay here or lower to the forearms if you know that the body is safe and you're not forcing anything beyond its safe limit. With every breath, just feel the tension of those hip flexors and psoas just slowly melt away. I get so tense with every chair pose, every time we sit. Good. If you're on the forearms, rise back up onto the palms, press into that right palm. Now remember, shoulder above the wrist. Take that left hand over to the left knee side, this leg. Gently twist open to the left, keeping everything long. Option to take it further by bending that back knee. You can keep it there or reach back with the left hand, hugging it in. Remember that right heel will hug in towards the outer edge of the right glute this time. Find that breath, not sinking into the hips. Final breath. Gently release that out. Lower the head down, take that left leg with control, reach it straight back behind you. 3 little taps with that left leg. 3, 2, and 1. Lower that down. We're going to take 1 circle in one direction and then the opposite with the body here. As you exhale, hips go back for the heels. Reach it forward in front with the chest and then exhale opposite direction. And reach it forward. Cross the ankles behind you. Sit back onto the ground. Beautifully done. Awesome. From here, we can take easy sit pose by just having the right leg in front of the left, just like this. If your hips are safe and you can go further, let's see if we can take a double pigeon or fire log pose, right? So we stack the right leg on top of the left, ankle above knee, knee above ankle. We could be like this, right? And that's where we'll take our pillows or rolled blankets and place them beneath here, our blocks, etc. If it's still not available, straighten out that bottom leg. So always know your options, always know when to be safe. Or if you just feel like backing off for a day. Once we're here, arms reach out to a T. That left arm will reach up, right thumb points down. Bend your elbows, reach back for those hands, strap, shirt, towel, whatever you can grab that's safe and comfortable, or just reach. Chest is open here. That left tricep is pressing away from the body, so it's not towering in and forward. Full breath. For these last 2 to 3 breaths, if you want to fold forward, you can go ahead and play with that. Rising up when you're ready, releasing the arms out. Draw circles with those shoulders in one direction. Soften and release down. Press the palms behind you, switching the cross of the legs here. Remember the variations of Sukhasana or that fire log or the bottom leg straightened out. The beautiful thing when we realize we're not perfectly symmetrical beings, it's a lot less pressure to have when you know you're not supposed to be perfect, right? Chest is open, arms reach out. Right arm up, left thumb down. Bend those elbows, reach back. Chest is lifted. Connect with that foundation as you close the eyes. Connect with that Ujjayi breath. Slow it down. And if you wish to fold forward for these next few breaths, go ahead and fold forward. Slowly rising back up when you're ready, releasing those arms out, releasing the legs, straightening them out in front of you. Good. Arms reach out and up as we inhale, and exhale, fold over those legs. Feel the belly and chest coming down towards those thighs. If you can reach your feet, go ahead and give yourself a nice little foot massage, toe massage. Maybe you're giving yourself a calf massage or thigh massage, depending on where we are. And pulling that belly in, reaching forward, inhale, rise back up. And exhale, bring it back to heart center. Good. Keeping the legs straight out in front of you. Make sure nothing funky is behind you here. You've got enough room. Arms reach out. Shoulders plug into the body, core is strong. Slow and steady as much as the body allows. Begin to let yourself slowly come down on to the back. If you begin to round, just let it go. It's all good. Once you're there, release the arms down by the sides. Let the knees hug in for a moment. Rock side to side. Nothing ever beats that release of the low back. Beautifully done. Once you're there, cross the right leg or that right ankle over the left ankle and just allow yourself to go ahead and release both knees down towards the left. Slowly return to center. Good. Cross the left ankle on top of the right ankle this time. Release both knees down to the right. Slowly return to center here. Unraveling. If it resonates, grab the outer edges of the feet for your happy baby pose as we open the legs wide. Drop the knees down towards the underarms. If you can't grab the outer edges of the feet, reach for your ankles or calves behind the thighs, whatever works for you. You can rock side to side or straighten one leg out and then the other. Some like to play and straighten the legs straight upwards. Find what feels good. Find what really allows this to be of service to your body, to yourself. And when you're ready, bringing the legs together again, releasing them out, straight and down. Excellent. Arms down by the side, shoulder blades together. Reach the tailbone for the heels, let the toes and ankles slightly roll outwards and open. And just allow the body to completely prepare itself for Shavasana. Utilize any support that you need or want. When you're there, allow the eyes to close. Let yourself invite a deep, long breath in. And invite a deep, long breath out. Allow yourself to breathe in again. This time, hold that inhale. And then slowly exhale. Slowly breathe in all the way. Hold that inhale. Slowly exhale, letting go. This time, hold the exhale. Slowly inhale all the way. Hold that inhale. Slow exhale. Hold that exhale. Inhale all the way. Side out and release all control of breath. Release all control of body. Allow yourself the gift, the reality of just being. Invite yourself to slowly begin to deepen the breath. By all means, if you wish to lie here longer in your meditation, please do. This is your practice. Seem to feel the awareness return into the space, deepening the breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, wiggling the ankles and the wrists. Turn the head from side to side. Reach the arms that pass the head. Begin to stretch the body long. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Reawakening the spine. Slowly come down to one side of the body, a comfortable fetal position. Take a moment there, connect with your inward gratitude practice. Connect with your intention for your day, for your practice. And slowly rise up to seated. Taking your time. And once you've arrived to seated, bring our palms together to heart center, Anjali Mudra. We'll reach them up towards the third eye center between the brow, reminding us to always have clear and loving thoughts. Hands of prayer to our heart center, reminding us always to have loving and honest intentions. Hands of prayer in front of the mouth, reminding us again to always have loving and honest words and communications with everyone else and especially with ourselves. If it resonates with you, complete this practice with 3 deep collective Om. When you're ready, breathing in. May all beings everywhere be happy, free, and free from suffering. And may our practice benefit not only ourselves, but be for the greater good always. Honoring your universe within. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.